We'd ask our pages to come forward at this time, please. As they're making their way up, for what purpose does the lady from Mecklenburg, Representative Bell-Kreis?
Yes, Mr. Chair, I'd like to be shown as an aye for HB 627, please.
I
want to be a no for 627, please.
The lady wish to be an aye or a no on House Bill 627?
Let me try that one more time, Mr. Speaker. A no.
They, of course, haven't voted no. For what purpose the lady from gentleman from Mecklenburg, Representative Brown, rise?
Yes, Mr. Speaker, I'd like to be recorded as a yes on 790.
Is that on 780 or 790? Which one?
790.
Gentleman recorders haven't voted aye on House Bill 790. And for what purpose the lady from Wake, Representative Gill, rise?
I would like to be recorded as a yes on House Bill 344.
Could you, lady, repeat the number, please?
House 344.
Lady will be recorders haven't voted aye on House Bill 344. Members, we have a large group of pages here with us this week. To our pages, we want to officially welcome you. The clerk's going to call your name here and where you're from in just a second. When he does, if you'd raise your hand and step forward so that my colleagues and I will each know who you are. The clerk will introduce the pages.
Thomas Bryant, Guilford County, sponsor, Speaker Moore. Madison Bryce, Wake County, sponsor, Representative Julie Von Hafen. Lillian Daughtry, Lenore County, sponsor, Chris Humphrey. Andrew DeMeglio, Wake County, sponsor, Representative Matthew Winslow. Lucas Storeau, Wake County, sponsor, Representative Jason Sane. Bryson Freed, Franklin County, sponsor, Representative Matthew Winslow. Sophia Garza, Davie County, sponsor, Representative Julia C. Howard. Ava Geiser, Guilford County, sponsor, Representative John Faircloth. Shep Goldstein, Buncombe County, sponsor, Representative Eric Yeager. Sidney Hayes, Davie County, sponsor, Representative Julia C. Howard. Paul Henning, Guilford County, sponsor, Representative John Hardister. Emma Lohman, Wake County, sponsor, Representative Aaron Paré. Max Lubson, Wake County, sponsor, Speaker Tim Moore. Savannah Quintance, Johnson County, sponsor, Representative Donna McDowell White. L. Riddle, Henderson County, sponsor, Representative Jennifer Balcom. Owen Schnurr, Carteret County, sponsor, Representative Celeste C. Cairns. Sophia Smart, Cleveland County, sponsor, Speaker Tim Moore. Turner Stuckey, Johnson County, sponsor, Representative Larry C. Strickland.
To our pages, we want to welcome you with us this week. We hope you have an enjoyable week, an opportunity to learn a little bit about your government and maybe make some friends from around the state. Please ask my colleagues to join me in welcoming our pages this week for their service. You may return to your post. Members, we've concluded our votes for the day. Tomorrow's morning session for no votes will be at 10:30, and the voting session tomorrow will be tomorrow afternoon at 3. Notices and announcements. For what purpose does the gentleman from Mecklenburg, Representative Bradford, rise?
For announcement.
Gentleman has the floor.
The Finance Committee will meet tomorrow at 9 a.m. in room 643.
For what purpose does the gentleman from Chowan, Representative Goodwin, rise?
On a personal privilege.
The gentleman has the floor.
Ladies and gentlemen, 54 years ago, a young man from North Carolina disappeared in Vietnam. His jet fighter crashed into a fog on a mountain, and they've looked for him for 44 years. They just found the guy in the last couple of weeks. Search started on April 12, 1969, when First Lieutenant Hall was navigating a flight returning from a canceled strike mission near the Quang Nam province of South Vietnam when the aircraft ascended to heavy cloud cover. They had been looking for this man 54 years. He's not going to be buried in Washington, D.C. They're going to engrave a rose on the Vietnam-era wall for soldiers that died, but he will be buried back home in Waynesville. So I'd like to say, welcome home, young man.
Representative Staton Williams, you're recognized.
Thank you. It's a point of personal privilege.
You are recognized.
Today, 22 years ago, I gave birth via cesarean section to my 22-year-old daughter, Colby Staton Williams, and she is in New York living her best life. And I know it's amazing that I have a 22-year-old because I'm still in my 20s. Thank you.
Representative Chesser, Nash, you're recognized.
Yes, Madam Speaker, point of personal privilege.
You have the floor.
I just wanted to rise today to celebrate my seatmate's 33rd anniversary on turning 21.
Representative McNeely, you're recognized.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. As a point of personal privilege.
You have the floor.
Fellow reps, I would like to congratulate Miss Statesville Taylor Lloyd, the daughter of Ashton and Cinnamon Lloyd, for being crowned Miss North Carolina this past Saturday night in High Point, North Carolina. Ardell County is so proud of her and wishes her continued success as she participates in the upcoming Miss America pageant. Go Taylor.
The gentleman from Lenore, Representative Humphrey, you're recognized.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Point of personal privilege.
You have the floor for a point of personal privilege.
Members, thank you. Tomorrow, June 28th, will be National Insurance Awareness Day. I rise to recognize that 2023 is the 125th anniversary of the founding of an independent insurance agents association in North Carolina. In October of 1898, Alexander Webb of Asheville and 33 fellow insurance agents from across the state met on the second floor of the Briggs Hardware Building in downtown Raleigh and voted to form the North Carolina Fire Underwriters Association. That organization is known today as the Independent Insurance Agents of North Carolina. Today, the Independent Insurance Agent Association has over 900 member agencies and includes 10,000 agents doing business in all 100 counties of our state. In addition to promoting the highest standards of professional conduct of its members and servicing the insurance needs of their customers, the organization has a history of active engagement in insurance and public safety related matters. The first recommendation from the newly formed agents group of 125 years ago was to encourage the state legislature to create a Department of Insurance to provide regulation necessary to assure a fair, competitive insurance marketplace that benefited North Carolina families and businesses. And among the first legislative proposals the agents organization advocated for was the adoption of uniform building codes in the state and to help avoid urban fire catastrophes like the Great Chicago Fire from occurring in North Carolina cities. So, on behalf of my fellow independent insurance agent House colleague, Representative John Bradford, I rise to commend our association on the celebration of its Quisquicentennial anniversary. Thank you.
Representative F. Jackson of Cumberland, you're recognized.
Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Is for a point of personal privilege?
Yes, ma'am.
You have the floor.
Yes, Madam Speaker, having submitted a representative statement with the clerk, I ask that it be read in its entirety upon adjournment and spread across the journal, and would like to be recognized to speak to the statement.
You're recognized to speak to the statement.
At this time, I would like to congratulate Dr. Jeffrey Eisenhower and the Aaron Lakes Baptist Church on their 50th anniversary this coming weekend. Thank you.
Thank you. For what purpose does the gentleman from Stokes, Representative Hall, rise?
For an announcement.
You have the floor.
Energy and Public Utilities will meet at 3 o'clock today in 643.
Gentleman from Richmond, Representative Moss, you're recognized. For what purpose? Representative Moss, you've apparently left the building.
He accidentally hit it when he left.
For what purpose does the gentleman from Beaufort, Representative Kidwell, rise?
For an announcement.
You have the floor for an announcement.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. The North Carolina House Freedom Caucus will meet tomorrow, 12 noon, in 1425, and pizza will be served.
For what purpose does the gentleman from Alamance, Representative Rydell, rise?
For a point of personal privilege.
You have the floor for a point of personal privilege.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Friends, this past Sunday, my very long-suffering and wonderful wife, Polly, and I celebrated our 41st anniversary together, and I am just here to publicly acknowledge I am a blessed man. Thank you.
Representative Jackson from Cumberland, do you desire additional recognition? Thank you. Seeing none, further notices and announcements. Seeing none, the gentleman from Caldwell, Representative Hall, is recognized.
Madam Speaker, I move the House do now adjourn to reconvene Wednesday, June 28th at 10:30 a.m., subject to the standard stipulation set forth at Rule 15.1.
The motion for the House is to adjourn to reconvene Wednesday, June 28th at 10:30 a.m., subject to the standard stipulations set forth in Rule 15.1. Those in favor will say aye. Those opposed, no. The ayes have it, and we are adjourned.